Hello everyone and welcome to the Talladega Super Speedway for the first race of our 2002 Winston Cup Series Playoffs round of 12. On your front row you have the Pied Piper Talladega himself, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in Earnhardt Country, leading the way alongside Ricky Rudd, a three-time winner this season and playoff contender. As many of these playoff drivers at the front try to make their way to the round of 8, we are green and underway here from Talladega. As the field gets ready to make all their moves here and see who's going to come out on top here at Talladega. A crazy race we expect, and when is the big one going to happen? It's not a question of if, it's a question of when, as it always is here at Talladega, and how many playoff drivers will be caught up in accidents. But Dale Jr. already clear, pulling away from Ricky Rudd and Kurt Busch here through turns 1 and 2. Trying to give himself a good shot here again. His first win of the 2002 season. He's gone winless since he won 2 races last season, but is now looking to make it happen here at Talladega, getting the win. Of course, he missed the playoffs, but can still have a solid end to the season with a win here at Talladega, the track where we all know the Earnhardts are of so much success. As Junior leads the way, Kurt Busch behind him, battling Jeff Green for the second spot. How about that? Two guys coming in below the cut line, fighting for second place right now, trying to get some good points early. But you got the Yates cars, Jarrett, Rudd behind Dale. Jarrett already trying to pull it 3 wide. But Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to control all 3 lanes to the line. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will lead lap 1 as Jeff Green tries to make a charge for the race lead early in this race. Now as he goes on to lap number 2, heading through turn 1 and 2, Jeff Green is going to get to the inside of Earnhardt, and Jeff Green now is going to take the race lead at Talladega. And behind us, oh, we got trouble behind us. We got cars going around, big hits, multiple cars involved. Sterling Marlin, championship contender, involved in the big one early here at Talladega. Jeff Gordon also collected. Buckshot Jones involved. Among others, you see Bobby Labonte got a piece of it. Mike Skinner, Casey Atwood went around. Big hit there for Rick Mast in the outside wall. Terry Labonte, Jeff Gordon, Johnny Benson collected in this crash as well. As a big crash here, start this race from the back of the pack. Sterling Marlin was trying to work his way up. Mark Martin and Dave Lane are going all over the place. And then Bobby Labonte gets hooked by Sterling, and then they all go crashing. And it's a big one here. But Sterling Marlin, huge damage here. Does not the way he wants to start this race, with some big damage to a championship contender. His playoff hopes might be in jeopardy after that crash. Now as we go through here into 3 and 4, oh, we got cars flipping and flying through the corner. An unbelievable crash. More playoff contenders piling in. Huge crash. Many drivers. Oh, Jimmy Johnson involved. Comes in late, slams into that crash. Steve Park was rolling and flipping through turn 1 and 2. You see Jeremy Mayfield, Kyle Petty, Robbie Gordon, Ward Burton, Toponine, Andretti Craven, and Stacy Compton are all part of the beginning of this crash. You see Mayfield went low, came up the track, cleaned out the 3 wide. Robbie Gordon, Ricky Craven, and Steve Park. Park goes upside down, starts flipping up the banking into the catch fence. And everyone back here has nowhere to go. Bill Elliott sustains huge damage. That is another championship contender involved in this incident. As you see, the carnage is early and often here at Talladega, but you see the lucky ones that survived, mainly Dale Jarrett, Jeff Green, and Dale Jr. All 3 of them survive as everyone else behind them gets cleaned out. Mostly Jeff Burton, Matt Kenseth, 2 of the lucky few to survive. But look at Steve Park just go flipping up into that catch fence on top of the safer barrier. Hard crash. See back here, everyone else, Tony Stewart slams into that car, and then Ryan Newman and Michael Waltrip get collected as well as they slide up the racetrack and collect damage. Of course, Jimmy Johnson coming late, trying to avoid. The track is blocked and he had nowhere to go, and he slams into it, and his day is done. And you see the big one, part 2 here at Talladega. Multiple cars flipping into the catch fence, and many playoff drivers involved here in this cataclysmic crash at Talladega. Taking out many guys you expect to be here at the end. You know, Jimmy Johnson, you see the 48 parked there. He is done. You see big damage to Michael Waltrip's 15. Mike Wallace is upside down. You know, you saw Newman got collected in that as well. You saw, you know, Tony Stewart got destroyed, and Sterling Marlin was involved in that first incident. The track gets blocked up here. Ricky Rudd has to check up. He avoids it, and he will continue by a huge crash to start this race on lap 2 at Talladega. That takes out a good chunk of the field. As meanwhile, back the line, your race leaders are going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Green. Now on to lap 26. Jr. is still leading, trying to lap Ryan Newman, but here comes Jerry Nadeau, who is inside to take the lead through 3 and 4. Him, Sadler, and Nadeau 3 wide for the lead here at Talladega, here in this lead pack. Oh, Jeff Burton, Schrader contacted around. They go up into Terry Labonte, Ricky Craven, hard contact into the wall. They go, big crash. And oh, behind us, Terry Labonte gets hit, and Jeff Green is in it. The 30 championship contender is destroyed here at Talladega. A hard crash into the 5 of Terry Labonte. Head-on collision destroys both of their cars. And Jeff Green, who had such a strong car today, will be out of this race, and his championship hopes are in severe jeopardy after Jeff Burton and Ken Schrader made contact Burton Campbell accentuated right into Terry Labonte. Nowhere Craven could go. Slammed into the outside wall hard. Those cars destroyed. And of course, Jeff Green nowhere to go. Tries to avoid Terry Labonte, but it's too little too late when he goes to avoid him and slams right into him. And that will be the end of Jeff Green's race today at Talladega. As our third crash of the day here with multiple hard hits. Jeff Green and Terry Labonte get the worst of it here at Talladega. They will DNF. See everyone else making their way by. At the front, it is Elliott Sadler who's got in the lead here. And now Dale Jr. is back up front, battling Sterling Marlin for the race. He is a good chunk of the field is out here on lap 31. You know, we're only down to 18 cars left in this race, and Rusty Wallace is wrecking back there. Up and around goes Rusty Wallace, your regular season champion. Goes around here at Talladega, racing Matt Kenseth for position. It looks like he's racing him, and Rick Mass is actually how this started. Rusty gets turned by Rick Mass, so then Rusty slides up the track into the side of Matt Kenseth, and then Rusty gets turned off. Kenseth saves it, incredible save, but Rusty Wallace spins out. No severe damage sustained, no caution by the way, but Rusty should be okay, but that'll just cost him pretty much being on the lead lap for the rest of the race. Sterling Marlin came back from being in that first crash of the day, if you'll remember, on lap 2. He was that first incident. He took a pretty hard hit from Jeff Gordon. But guess what? Sterling Marlin is now leading here at Talladega. He's leading the field, and there looks to be in a great spot to get some big points today to try to find himself with a spot into the round of 8 so he can get one round closer to fighting for a championship in Homestead. Sterling Marlin leads here at Talladega. Now on to the last lap of Stage 1. It is Dale Jarrett who's gotten out front now. Of course, he won the first race of the first round of the playoffs in New Hampshire. Trying to do the same here at Talladega. He leads over Dale Earnhardt Jr., who has been so fast today, running in second. One of the best cars is chasing down Dale Jarrett. Johnny Benson runs in third, trying to make something happen. We only have 6 cars on the lead lap right now. That's how crazy it has been here at Talladega. It's been an absolute war of attrition, and the ones who are on the lead lap are the ones who have survived the best here. As Jarrett looks to comfortably win the stage here through 3 and 4, coming down the tri-oval for the final time. Juniors are going to try one last charge as we watch the last 2 cars in the lead lap. Kenny Wallace, Ricky Rudd cross the line. We toss the yellow command. So it will be Dale Jarrett winning stage 1 here at Talladega, followed by Earnhardt, Johnny Benson, Sterling Marlin, Ricky Rudd, Kenny Wallace, Kenny Schrader, Bobby Hamilton, Rusty Wallace, and Elliott Sadler are the top 10 in the stage. Now on to lap 105. Sterling Marlin leads it. Here comes Dale Jr. to take the lead on the inside lane from Sterling Marlin. He's got help from Rusty Wallace. Dale Jarrett is actually out of this race with Ricky Rudd and Ryan Newman. Many playoff contenders have been knocked out from a crash that we missed. So Dale Jarrett, one of the top cars of the day, out. Him and his Yates teammate of Rudd. Newman is out. That leaves us 9 cars in this race, pretty much 10 cars in this race, as Dale Jr. leads the way here in stage 2. Now on to the last lap of stage 2. Jr. looking to get the stage win. Only him and Sterling Marlin on the lead lap. Only 2 cars here at Talladega. Has been that kind of dominance from Dale Earnhardt Jr. today. Sterling Marlin, the only one who's been able to keep pace with him and stay behind him here to stay on the lead lap for right now in this pack as they come back to the line here to collect the stage points. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to dominate and win stage 2 here at Talladega. Sterling Marlin second, and then it'll be Johnny Benson, Kenny Wallace, Elliott Sadler, Matt Kenseth, Rick Mass, Rusty Wallace, Michael Waltrip, and Buckshot Jones at top 10. Now we move on to coming to the white flag. Final lap presented coming back at Talladega for Dale Earnhardt Jr. He is the only car on the lead lap and is going to guarantee pretty much to win this race unless he crashes, which is highly unlikely. But it has been an absolute dominant performance from Dale Jr. Earnhardt Country is once again going to belong to the Earnhardt family here at Talladega as he has dominated this race for it's going to be his first career win at Talladega Superspeedway as he has led the most laps. He has led 92 laps today out of 188, and he is going to lead the final one here and cap off a dominant performance, winning stage 2, nearly a max points save as he finished second in stage 1. And to the line, no playoff drivers can get locked in after this one, as it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. winning the EA Sports 500 at Talladega. Kenny Wallace will come home in second. Third is going to be Sterling Marlin, Elliott Sadler fourth, Rusty Wallace fifth, Michael Waltrip, Buckshot Jones, Matt Kenseth, Rick Mast, and Johnny Benson Jr. your top 10 here at Talladega as Dale Jr. gets it done, gets his first win in 2002 here at Talladega in the EA Sports 500. And spoils the playoff grid. You see the race results there on the left side of your screen and the long, long list of DNFs. You'll see the updated playoff grid shortly. Nice with the playoff grid. Sterling Marlin will sit comfortably at the top, 35 points to the good after a very strong run. Rusty Wallace, Ricky Rudd, Matt Kenseth, Dale Jarrett, all above 20, so just don't make any mistakes next couple of weeks. They should be okay, but then it gets a little tighter after that. Ryan Newman plus 13, 6th on the playoff grid. Michael Waltrip now up to 7th on the playoff grid, up by 11 points for the bubble. And Tony Stewart falls from 1st to directly on the playoff bubble, only 2 points above Bill Elliott heading into our next episode at Charlotte. And Bill Elliott, Kurt Busch, Jeff Green, and Jimmy Johnson, the 4 drivers currently below the cut line. So until the next episode at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, I hope you all have a good one.